ranting. I want to go to some more of the panels. We've got a lot of super chats on Chelsea to go.
Yes.
Like Husam, what are you saying, bro? What are you saying to what? Again, they're calling for the manager to be sacked. Well, Roy is. You know, Don the other day was talking. You know, he's been talking up Chelsea. They're going to make top 4 this year. They'll finish in front of Liverpool. They're in a better place than Man United.
Not in this setup.
So
not in this setup. I've said that already.
Brother, you won't finish ahead of Liverpool in any setup. Just chill. Now, anyway.
Oh yeah, I'll put us fourth behind you.
No problem. No, you could get Pep tomorrow and you're still not finishing above us. Now, when it comes to Chelsea, I'm loving this Chelsea therapy going on and stuff. I hope they've gotten it out of their system. I didn't interrupt you guys, so don't interrupt. First of all, big up straight facts. This is why my straight facts, when I spoke on Chelsea, people in the comments got triggered. Now, these two are the biggest proof everything I said is coming true. We are asking the most impatient fan base in this entire league to be patient. The biggest culprit of all this is Todd Boehly. This is the ultimate reality. Todd Boehly decided he wants to do an under-24s team. There is literally no one with any sort of experience in that entire team. And let me tell you something about Conor Gallagher.
There's a bunch of players with experience.
Done. I didn't interrupt you, brother. Let me done. When it comes to Conor Gallagher is an easy target. For me, I'm going to say this, and I'm not saying it to take the piss. I'm being dead serious. Conor Gallagher has been one of Chelsea's best players this whole season, whether people like it or not. Conor Gallagher has done what is expected.
What's he done, Husam, this season? What has he done?
I'm getting there. That's my next sentence. So let me land. Conor Gallagher has done what's expected of Conor Gallagher, which is tackle, get involved, high work rate. That's what you expect of Conor Gallagher to begin with. Conor Gallagher is not going to run through 6 players, create an opportunity to score a goal. The problem is people always love to scapegoat certain people. It's like having a Man United fan on this panel going like, the reason why we didn't play football is Scott McTominay. No one believes that crap. So let's not sit up here and act like, oh, this is all Gallagher's fault or Pochettino's fault.
Do you want Gallagher in your 11? Do you want Gallagher in your 11?
Can I land? Is it okay if I land? My brother, you both spoke for 17 minutes, no one interrupted. Let me speak now. So anyway, when it comes to Chelsea Football Club, the biggest culprit of this is Todd Boehly. Zero experience in that team, signing under 23 players, signing them on death row contracts. Now, there is an article by... it was one of the major journalists, and it said that if a club makes 50% correct signings, it's considered a successful club in the transfer window. So now all of these players on 8, 9, 7-year contracts, if next year you want to sell them, then what? There's already talks about Mudryk loans and sells. Who's going to buy out Mikhailo Mudryk 5-year contract? No one's going to buy that shit. No one's willing to pay 20 million to a guy that besides the transfer money that they have to pay and besides his own wages at said new club. Second of all, Pochettino, Pep Guardiola, Jurgen Klopp, Arteta, bring any manager to that Chelsea side and it will not solve anything. The reason why it will not solve anything,
that's a lie.
The only way these players get better is through match experience. Your average age is about 13 years old. You cannot expect any manager to come in here and start creating something special and amazing within 5-6 games. The reality is when you sign players this young, and when you have this much inexperience in the team, the vision from Todd Boehly and whoever is responsible at Chelsea Football Club is to win in 3-4 years from now. Their vision is to do fuck all this season. They just want to
ask you a question.
Play. 1 second, brother. They want to establish style of play. And it's not Pochettino's fault. There's a guy that has been mentioned by both of you guys, Mr. Jackson. Why aren't we speaking about Jackson? He has the highest chances missed in this entire league. He has 1 goal out of an XP of 7. He has supposed to have 7 goals right now. He has 1 goal. And we're sitting here going like, oh, Gallagher. It's an easy target, Gallagher. Gallagher's doing what you expect Gallagher to do. High work rate and tackling. That's all you expect the guy to do. And that's the reality. So the thing is, you can bring in a new manager. You can do whatever the fuck you want. Chelsea are not going to be successful from now until 3 years until these players develop. Caicedo, hold that. Lavia, hold that. This is why you chase things in life that matter. You don't chase the bag. You went and you chased the bag, and now look at you. You are fucking stinky in 14th place. You could have been in a title race, Caicedo. You could have been in a title race. Hold that now. Enjoy your bag, but hold that.
Now, Sam, let me just say something. Yeah, you're saying that we're trying to scapegoat Conor Gallagher. Yeah, number one, you literally just said, yeah, Conor Gallagher's there to be a ball winner. That's literally what you've just described Conor Gallagher to be, an attacking midfielder to be a ball winner. You haven't described any quality in terms of the end product. He's been playing in the pivot, and he's not meant to be in that pivot, bro. Enzo's meant to be in that pivot, so he's being misprofiled. That is, what do you mean? That's beside the point. That's like you play McAllister. That's like you play McAllister DM. That's like you. Hold on, bro. That's like you play McAllister DM and expecting him to have the same performances that he would have as an 8. Gallagher shouldn't even be in his 11. And what makes it even worse is that he's taken Enzo. He shouldn't even be at this football club anymore, yeah? You're taking Enzo Fernandez, who's literally been brought in to progress us from back to front, like Fabregas was doing before, right? You're expecting Conor Gallagher to do that. And like I've just said to you, Conor Gallagher does not have the attributes and quality to play that role. So that's number one. That's one thing that you're doing wrong there. You're playing Levi, like I said, at left back as well, yeah? And you're saying about, you're trying to scapegoat these young players. You've brought all this inexperience and that. You name me all these young players that have been performing as badly as Silva or as badly as Gallagher this season or as bad as Sterling this season. Because from what I've seen of the young players, Jackson has been number one. Jackson, yes,
Colwell has been your worst defender.
Jackson for majority of the games this
season.
Cole
hasn't been worse than Silva this season. No,
he hasn't. No, he hasn't. Silva, you see what I'm saying? He's not watching us. He's not watching us. Caicedo was one of our best players yesterday.
Worse than Colwell. That's not even close.
Silva's been our worst defender, bro. Disasi's been better than him. Disasi's been better.
Yeah, Disasi's been better than Silva. That's how you're doing agendas.
How am I doing agendas? He's been better than No, okay, whatever. That's your opinion. I'm telling you my opinion. For me, Silva's been poor. Yeah. So you're just trying to escape. You're trying to scapegoat these youngsters. Yeah. You expect.
I'm blaming Todd Boehly.
No, okay, you're blaming Todd Boehly. Cool. We know that Todd Boehly takes blame and the ownership and that for signing all these young players. We know this, Husam, yeah? But the point that I'm making right now is that we're not creating the best environment for them on the pitch to build any sort of chemistry or build any sort of cohesion, because we're constantly playing people in the wrong positions and we're constantly misprofiling players. And like I've said to you already, the players that are in the wrong
position, who? Other than
Gallagher's playing in the wrong position.
Can we chime in, guys, a little bit?
How can he be that's one player? And he doesn't know he's played. You can't say.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point.
Yeah, but that's just one guy, Gallagher.
If you were watching, you would know, bro.
You would know. This is what I'm saying.
Wingers are playing on the wing. Jackson is playing as striker. The midfielders are playing in midfield, and the defenders are playing in defense.
I'm actually going to shut
Long may it continue, people.
Terry, you know what says? Everything I'm telling you has coming into fruition right now.
Yeah, but Husam.
One guy.
This is the thing, though. The guy. Listen, yeah, and like I said,
why are you up?
Husam, these lineups that he's putting out.
When I told Terry this, he told me I'm jealous because of the lab.
Husam, bro. Husam.
You
would. Husam, listen, yeah. Husam, you would have a point. You would have a leg to stand on, and I would hear what you're saying a lot more, yeah. If right now Poch is putting out a lineup that we want to see, and we're still not progressing the way that we expect them to develop or progress, yeah? And it's especially on top of that, I'm not even using these excuses that Poch is using about injuries, because he keeps going back to that. Oh, I'm picking these lineups right now because we're missing players. I'm sorry, you've got more than enough right now, yeah, to be playing people in their normal position. We are not asking for too much. Football is not a difficult game, bro. The basics of football is to play man in their normal positions. Yeah. So I don't know why people are trying to move the goalpost and acting like Chelsea fans are impatient.
I'm going to jump in here. Mo's been waiting very patiently now.
I'm actually going to put my head through my laptop screen.
2 points across.
Don't do that. Mo's been waiting to speak now for 20 minutes. Go for it, Mo.
Thierry and Lee Gunner had a kind of an argument over the summer when Lee asked that, can we change a whole team over the summer? And Terry told him that's not how it works. It never worked. And Lee said, it will work. This is the evidence that it's not going to work. I just remember this conversation now. It's very obvious that it's not working. Number two thing is that Pochettino has gotten Chelsea from playing stinky football last year to be in the first in ball position. You are sixth in creating chances. You are fourth in progressive passes and everything. So that's not on Poch completely. He's playing players out of position, but maybe his hands are forced behind his back because the players are not as good as you guys think they are. The Raheem Sterlings, the Jacksons, the Modric. Okay, let me finish. Done. The fact is
the lawyer's back.
The fact is the stats show otherwise. I'm watching Chelsea. You don't look as bad on the pitch as you guys are painting the picture. You still hold position, you still create chances. Jackson still runs behind the defense. He's missing the chance, right? Conor Gallagher, by the way, putting tackles in. Look at his stats and look at him on the pitch.
That's not what we need him for, bro. Yeah. Conor Gallagher's not he's not meant to be there.
Sorry. I'm gonna back Husam here. This is Conor Gallagher's main attribute. It's running around I'm putting
We've got Caicedo for that, bro. We've got Caicedo for that. We've got Caicedo for that. Why do we need Caicedo and Gallagher, bro? Why are we not thinking? Why are we not thinking about our attacking threat? Why are we not thinking about our attacking threat? Why are we playing Conor Gallagher and Caicedo?
Or you want to just scream at me? You want me to answer you? Maybe Enzo isn't good defensively as you guys think he is. Maybe
Caicedo is next to him for that reason. Enzo is good defensively.
Okay, so hear me out. Maybe he needs two of them, Caicedo and Gallagher. That's why he's doing that. Have you ever thought about it from this perspective? That he doesn't trust the defense to play Enzo next to Caicedo because your midfield would have been wide open in the midfield for the oppositions to do that. You never thought about it from the other perspective.
So Caicedo statistically wasn't one of the best ball winners last season, right?
But not by himself. The difference is
we bought him to.
Not by himself. You know what it is, though? Do you know what it is, though?
I don't get it.
Hang on, guys.
So Caicedo can play with McAllister.
Hang on.
All of a sudden, he can't play with Enzo.
Guys, wait a second, guys. Wait, hang on. I'm talking. Host is here. Caicedo was doing it at a team that people don't approach like they approach Chelsea. There is an adaptation sometimes when you go for a team like Brighton to playing for a giant like Chelsea. The way your opponents set up against you is highly different. And when it comes to the stats of defenders and defensive midfielders, often the stats that like the Premier League's website will have will often show like more blocks, interceptions, tackles, clearances from players that in those roles at the worst teams, generally because they're attacked far more regularly than the better team. So you'll always see a centre-back who's in the bottom 3 or 4 clubs who will have more clearances sometimes than I don't know, than a Saliba, than a Van Dijk, because of the amount of times that ball's whipped into their box and they clear it. Caicedo is brilliant. But one question, and we don't need a monologue to answer it, please. Could there not be a more logical reason? Now, you're a very clever man, Roy. So are you, Dom. Occam's razor here. To the manager playing people out of position. Couldn't it just be that the players that you think should be there are not delivering his system even in training and he doesn't want to risk it in the game? Could that not be a possibility at least?
It could be, but I'm seeing guys like Cole Palmer like the other day. The guy came on for 22 minutes. Cole Palmer created more chances and registered more successful attacking third passes than any other Chelsea player against Aston Villa. He done this in 22 minutes, right? I saw more from Cole Palmer when he came on up against 10 men, by the way, than what I've seen all season from Gallagher in terms of actually giving us that attacking threat, right? In 22 minutes. Every single game that he's had when he's come off the bench, he's looked good. Do you get it? And every single match we've all been saying Cole Palmer's got to start. And then we see the same lineup again. And Terry, every single team that we've played this season, up again, except from Liverpool and what do you call it? Aston Villa the other day, right? They've all set up on a low block. So if you guys are describing Gallagher to be this ball-winning midfielder, and then Caicedo is the same sort of thing, why do you need both of them playing together up against these oppositions? Why?
You've literally low block.
It doesn't make any sense. Where's the attacking threat? You're just going defensively for what? What are you so scared of?
I understand that.
The thing is, sorry, to answer your question, are these players good enough? Like, for me, as in, like I said, I'm not a football manager, but I know what I see with my own 2 eyes. And from what I've seen of Levi Colwill, from what I've seen of Thiago Silva, and from what I've seen of our left backs, I don't know what on earth could be happening in training to make Poch think that none of those left backs are worth starting. I'm sorry. I don't even rate Ben Chilwell. But to think that all of a sudden Levi Cole is suddenly a better left back than him, it doesn't make any sense. And it's not as if he's not even using.
Mad what pressure does to people, isn't it? It's mad
look at that run from deep, Roy. Look at that run from deep. Look at that run from deep.
He's not even using Cole like Arteta uses Ben White.
I hear you. Just in the interest of time, Rory, how many points in the next 9 fixtures are Chelsea going to pick up, in your opinion? Away to Fulham, Burnley, they then play Arsenal and Brentford. Then they play Tottenham, City, Newcastle, Brighton, Man United, 5 games straight. Genuinely, Rory, how many points do you see Chelsea picking up in this position? And are they legitimately moving towards a relegation fight?
Yeah, they pick up 1 point away at Burnley, a 0-0 draw. I think they're good enough to do that. In terms of a relegation battle, 39 points from 38 games. So 38 games is a full season, and they've picked up 39 points in the last. That is literally, over a long, full season, relegation form. And they are in relegation form. They're going into a period where I think they get 1 point between now and Christmas, which is problematic for them. You're laughing. I'm not. That's genuine. I'm being serious.
I know you're always.
And
Rory, do you honestly think that Poch is gonna carry on with this 11, and we're just gonna keep playing the way we are? We're gonna have guys like Badia Shield, we're gonna have guys like Reece James, we're gonna have guys like Laviar, but things aren't gonna improve. But it's okay for Man United to look at the players that they're missing and they're gonna strengthen. But with Chelsea, there's no way. All these guys are shit. We'll just need experience to kick on. None of these guys can kick a ball. They're just shit. Chelsea are done.
No,
do you think that?
because Man United fans at least have some element of sense to them, so they won't be forcing Ten Hag out. Chelsea fans, within the next 3 weeks, will have forced Pochettino out. And part of that is because Todd Boehly is basically the embodiment of a Chelsea fan. He has no patience whatsoever. And Abramovich didn't have much patience and was determined to win. No, he doesn't. Abramovich didn't have much patience and was determined to win, but he didn't care what the fans thought. So Abramovich typically did the things that actually resulted in Chelsea winning. The problem is Todd Boehly really cares about what Chelsea fans think. And so his instant gratification that he really craves actually comes from just signing whoever the Chelsea fan base want to sign. And they're looking on Twitter and looking at the fire emojis that Chelsea fans are putting all over
he doesn't
Twitter.
even do the recruitment. That's just so lazy because he doesn't even do the recruitment anymore.
He does.
He doesn't do the recruitment anymore. Who told you that? Where did you get that from?
Poch certainly doesn't, does he? Because he's got none of the players that he would actually want and need to play. So you've got this issue where Todd Boehly is basically a Chelsea fan in terms of his lack of patience, his instant gratification, and he's set Chelsea up for genuinely 3 years minimum of what you've got now.
But Rory, I can go back to Graham Potter, yeah? The amount of patience that they gave for this guy, right? It's not like not Todd Boehly, sorry. It's not like Graham Potter was sacked where he was in 6th or 7th. The guy left us in what, 12th? What position was he in?
This is what I'm saying.
Hold on, let me talk you through it, bro, yeah? We lost to Southampton, we were bottom of the table. He didn't get sacked. All the briefings that were coming out at the time is he still got he's still being backed by the board. We lost the following week against Spurs. He still didn't get sacked, bro. Yeah, we lost 2-1. I think was it 2-1 or 2-0 that we lost against Spurs. Ziyech nearly got a red card. Yeah, that was a game when Ziyech was literally on the verge of going.
So many, you're forgetting the score,
bro. There was so many games that we were losing. Yeah, and they were still saying that Graham Potter has the full backing. It got to a point where it was untenable to keep him. That's when they had to get rid of him. And everything that came out after is that Todd Boehly was the one that was actually pushing to keep Potter at that point, and Barley's the one that was saying, no, we've got to cut ties here. Barley wanted him out. Todd Boehly was saying, let's give him, let's try. But it got to a point where there was nothing else, bro, that he could do. Everything that he was doing, it wasn't working anymore.
So you've got the blind leading the blind. If you're going to blame Barley instead of Boehly, it makes no difference. It's still the people that are running your club. And this is the level that I feel Chelsea fans are, is that you think Graham Potter had a lot of time and was given a lot of patience. He had 31 games. He had 31 games at the club. He joined. He had none of his own signings. And he had 31 games at the club.
And
that's not patience. He had 2 wins. That's not time.
He had 2 wins in like 17 games or something like that. Or was it?
And Pochettino's probably not going to be any better. At what point do you turn around and start going, we either give them a prolonged, proper period of time, or we get rid of Boehly and Eghbali and actually start running ourselves like a normal football club instead of trying to do this ridiculous rebuild. Well, it's too late now. It's too late.
No one said. I'm not saying to sack Poch. I'm just asking for Poch to fix up. It's 6 games in. Listen, Roy wants him out. And I don't blame him because he didn't want him initially. Yeah, and obviously for me, Roy, I'll be honest with you. I did feel like you had a Poch agenda before he even came here, and you can say otherwise, yeah. But I do think that you had an agenda before he came here. But listen, everything that Roy feels, I don't blame him at all. Everyone that doubted Poch is being proved right now. Roy is being proved right now. Do you get it? I was
want to be proved right,
and he doesn't want to be proved right.
Can I ask you genuinely? Can I ask you, Don, genuinely?